Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is Disco Elysium. And I honestly think that this is already just like such a brutal experience and such like an unintentionally like uncomfortable experience while still having like a very immersive feel to it. Something that's very interesting about this game is, hear this song here right now. This song got copyrighted claim last episode, but if you go into the streamer mode, usually streamer mode takes the song away from it, but they like change this. Listen to this. Listen how they change this. It's like slightly different, lower. Like a different key slightly as well. For me, like for my Let's Play videos, because I do make money off of other people's art, I tend to like want to like keep the original intent always intact. So, but I also like think that the streamer mode sounds like it's like the same song, but like in a different key, which is actually very kind of smart. So if you guys listen to both, you guys make an assessment. You guys tell me like if you think it actually does sound like very, very different. Because again, for me, I usually like to keep the original song on. I'm not judging anyone who turns on streamer mode, by the way. For like Life is Strange, you play through the whole game with the original soundtrack. It's just because like I don't know, I want to experience the game as the game. You know what I mean? And we can take a few hits sometimes to experience that. But for now, we'll go with the original song. Yeah, it sounds like it's like in a different key, right? It's like weird. It's very smart. It's very smart how they do it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. 100%. So right now we're talking about opening up the bin maybe at the back, the trash can at the back. There's still so many people here we can probably talk to as well. Let's go and see if that's the only song that got picked up by copyright claim, by the way. It was that one song.
Can I help you?
He arches his eyebrows. Is the trash container back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in
Well,
Rags.
yeah, you know what I meant, man. You know what I meant.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Whoa.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
That's always interesting as well, like, because it's like if it's like a little bit of trash, like you know, it's kind of like would you mind too much, you know? But also like, you know, because it's a business, by the way. I mean, when someone putting trash in your bin, like your place, and it's a lot of trash, that's not nice whatsoever, and it's really not nice. It's very like, you know, it's like taking advantage, I feel like, in a lot of ways. But like with a business, is like, oh, maybe you can put like 1 or 2 bags in there. Like, you know, we've all done it. We've all like walked by like a you know, in the back alley or something, and like we buy a restaurant and we've dropped in like a paper into the recycling bin that they have up back. Like we've all done it, right? But in this case, like, you know, maybe if it's too much or something, you know, it might be too much trash that they can't even put their own trash in, because like restaurants have a lot of like waste.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What, the idea that no one can use the actual trash bin? I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that. Because I was only thinking about people putting their trash in. But, like, the idea of protecting food waste from homeless people actually is pretty freaking crappy. Right? To me, it's very crappy. Because it's like, I totally understand, like, you know, trying to protect your bin from, like, people, like, overloading it with trash that's not yours, right? Because, again, if you have to pay for it, you know, like, all those things as well. But, like, a lot of times shops, restaurants, and supermarkets will throw out food that is, like, pretty much, like, still safe to, like, eat sometimes as well. And the homeless person that maybe wants to find this stuff, or maybe someone who wants to, like, you know, find that stuff, can find it. And it's not like, and again, I want to be clear, it's not like a homeless person is like, oh, I love the life of poking through someone's trash. It's like for survival, you know what I mean? So I didn't even think of it that way. We could ask this, but you know what? Like, here's the thing, right? This guy doesn't own this place. He's working here on asking him this question will not do anything for us whatsoever. Yes, I'd love to get angry at someone over this, of course. I'd love to talk to the owner about it, like, and maybe helping out and giving the food waste to homeless people, maybe giving out what you have left to homeless people. But you guys understand what I'm saying, where it's like, I don't see myself getting anything out of asking this guy this. Maybe learning more about him might be the thing. But I think getting those keys is probably the most important thing as well. Maybe. You get what I'm saying? I kind of want to like prod a little bit though and like see what he thinks about this.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Doesn't seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor. I mean, again, it is an important question, but he doesn't really work here. I just kind of want to know his opinion because he's an interesting character.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
I'm an idiot. I thought this was like a smaller version of the first question, but it's literally just the first one again. My mind skipped a beat, guys. It happens sometimes. We need those keys. He's saying like, hey, everyone does this, and then what's the problem? But like, it's like maybe then everyone should give like their food to one selected location. It sounds like not everyone's doing amazing here.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. Yeah, he's being very forward and
Just bring them back once you're done,
yeah,
please.
understandable. I've seen something here at the Whirling Garret that I need to talk about. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Let's just open the bin for now, and we'll do it. What I like about this game is, like, and maybe, like, you guys feel the same, maybe you don't feel the same. I like the feeling that, like, it doesn't feel like the game is pushing you towards picking every option to talk to someone. You can, but I feel like it's, like, maybe, it feels like I'm, like, more inclined, since we're doing, like, an actual investigation to, like, explore the options I want to explore and then maybe come back to other options and, like, what we want to talk about in the moment. Like, there's been plenty of times in this game I've, like, not said something because I'm, like, well, I don't want to say that because that might be a bit, like, weird. And again, you get to tailor your character, it feels like, in a way, too. It's kind of cool. Trash. The bottles inside, you can pick them up if you had a bag. So we have to pick up bottles, like, for a bottle bank or something? I guess we could open this up as well. I still don't know how to get this body down. I think we should talk to the kids some more as well to see if they see anything, but it seems like they probably won't talk to us. Maybe the kid over there by the fence.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key?
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What?
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Am I wrong in saying that the parts there that are like saying, like, don't open it, that's part of our psyche, kind of like, again, trying to, like, our mind messes with us sometimes, like, oh, if you open that, this is going to happen, you know what I mean? And I wonder if it is, like, that's part of it. It's like, you shouldn't open this. Like, and people have that sometimes with their mind. And I think, like, every once in a while, you have them, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, like a premonition, like, not a premonition, but, like, a feeling, right? But in this case, it's like his mind directly talking to him, it feels like.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Okay, good. Look under the boxes and cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
That's a familiar feeling.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
So there's still, like, a lot of packaging here. So pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Someone threw out their trousers?
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell
Is this the
fills
guy's?
air.
Is this the guy's clothes who's hanging from the freaking tree?
The victim's clothes?
Yeah.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
So he was already dead when they removed his clothes.
Drop them in here, officer.
That's interesting. So, he produces a black plastic bag marked evidence. So yeah, so they already were taken off the body after he died.
Guitar mark, blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Well, we can keep looking, right?
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the
This is
food waste,
interesting.
dripping with pus.
So after he died, someone took off the clothes and then put them in the bin?
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial
Military.
number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
He nods to himself. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all. And I love that we have like a perception, like it's our, like, you know, it's like it says trivial success because it's like, hey, we can see it right in front of us, I'm guessing.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
He nods toward
I'd
the red-haired
advise
boy.
against confronting that force.
So he's saying don't talk to the boy. He's saying he could be the boy who done it, but don't talk. But then, like, how would the bin was locked though, right? You'd have to be someone who have the key. You think someone from the Whirling Rag might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
We need to ask the kids who put them there.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
Oh my god, this voice actor is so great. Like, again, it reminds you like a Fable voice actor.
See?
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste?
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Okay.
What's this?
What do you mean? Elbows out, there's nothing more.
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of
This
something.
voice is so, like, it's not easy on the ears. It's more just, like, smooth in a way that, like, it's invasive all the time and always, like, calling to it. You stand and listen to it, right? You're, like, it draws your attention, but it's not, like, in a way that feels like it's aggressively horrible. You know what I mean? It's, like, it's not, like, a smooth, like, ASMR voice. It's more, like, intentionally... It's intentionally nice to listen to and grating at this. Does that make sense? Where it's like, it's not bad, but it's not a voice that's like the smoothest, sweetest voice in the world. It's very attention grabbing while also having a hint of like, I don't know, aggression in a way too.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Wait, it's ours? What? I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. So again, if we're going on the logic that someone could have come around here and just cleaned up the place and put stuff in the bin, then someone found her ledger and put it in the bin.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want it to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Some of the whirling threw it in trash. I don't know. I'm boring. Maybe.
Boring. Try dangerous.
True. Very true.
You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
I'll do that. That sounds like an order. I don't take those. I'll
It would
listen to
also
him.
not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Thank you, tutorial agent. The mug, I'm getting the mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
Ew.
only in its social sensibility.
I don't want to. Yeah, can I throw it
You've
out?
acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact
I don't-
tab in your inventory.
I don't know if I ever
The
want to...
container sounds a muffled gong.
Should we lock it back up again?
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The lieutenant sounds relieved. Okay. Do we have to lock it at all, or are we okay? The R letter wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Yeah, I don't want to like have a freaking racist depiction on a freaking mug. Like, not an already desire I have as well. So, like, again, let's ask Garrett about what's happening here with this freaking clothes as well. Because again, it could be something simple. It could be something so simple as people finding stuff in the back alley and throwing them out to make sure the area is clean. But in a case like this, I feel like you gotta like explore every single avenue as well, right?
Can I help you?
Oh, here you go.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone have put on your staff have put them there? Who else? This is a good question. Who else has the keys to the trash container? Right. I think he answered this last time.
The trash collection service?
Yeah.
CS Municipal. I don't see why they would.
Right.
Put anything
So
in the
he said
trash,
this
though.
episode. I remember he said it earlier on. He said that the people who have the trash would do this as well. Yeah.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the
Okay,
road.
Kim, if you say so.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their
So
backs.
CSM is what there's in the CS Municipal.
Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
And I'm not going to ask this as well. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Do we have anything we need to talk about?
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall reserved for union. Oh, interesting question. Again, if there's a union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
So he tosses his head in disdain. So there's a union that meets here. And they said faction and loud as well, which means they probably are like, mobilizing, probably planning stuff, probably trying to make sure that like their needs are met within the workforce.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay.
That explains why even if you have a disdain for them, you let them stay here. And of course, he's doing the very subtle thing to kind of hint to us like, oh, they're always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you've got to suck it up to union to stay afloat. That would be a pretty crazy line as well. This is something that like a lot of like businesses that don't get like a crazy amount of business all the time have to do, which is like the idea of like if you have a clientele that like is spending big money, a lot of times they do get to be a little bit more rude, which is awful. Your staff should never be subjected to anyone be rude, but also like unions are genuinely a good thing, and they should be a thing. Unionizing should be a thing. But he's saying that these guys are a bit rowdy, a bit aggressive, maybe a bit not nice to be around. So I wonder what is there like added context? Like what are they actually, doing meetings here? And if they are, then it's like, oh, that's good. But yeah.
We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
That makes sense. How do you find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
I saw, Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen? I don't think we can ask it. We don't need to ask it after that.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling.
Oh yeah,
later.
100%. Thank you for letting me know that as well. So they kind of like let me know that okay, like at some point that will open up again. They did say that like this was where they said what time they'd be here, right? Can I look at it again? I forgot what time the union would be here. Let's check back later on anyway. Hopefully we'll find the right time. I forget what time it said they'd be here. Okay. So, we still don't know how to get the body down, unfortunately. We now have stuff in the menu we can check out here. Can we level up? Oh, we've leveled up. We have points we can level up. So, we have logic. Raw intellectual power. We have... Can we go into, like, the... I'm guessing we can... Hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Hunches and gut feelings and dreams and walking. So that's the hunches we get, I guess. We've seen that a bunch of times as well. Understand others. So that's, again, probably a better way to talk to people as well. Authority. Intimidation we can use as well, which actually wouldn't be terrible for some people. So suggestion is charm. Wait, do we have one to give? Maybe I'm mistaken it. It says level up. Take blow, don't let the world kill you. Pain threshold, shrug off the pain that'll have to hurt you more. Physical instrument. Enjoy healthy organs. Our physique is doing good, right? We have 4 in our physique, but maybe we shouldn't focus on like spreading it out and maybe making something that is like more focused on one thing. Produce fascinating trivia, practice the art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse, play the actor, lie and detect lies, and understand creativity and see art in the world. If we like do one of this, it says if we do one of these, for example, let's say if I click into endurance, motorics is at 2. Like, can we get like this to 5? It says level up here as well. We can level up. That's a pain threshold endurance. Like, if we can get this to 5 as well, so we can have 4. Keep your morale up. Actually, I think this might be a good idea, right? You can revert as well if you don't want to as well. That's great as well. Yes, because I remember they said that we at some point might go mad or we might lose our mind. It's probably a good thing that we definitely do have our mind intact. This is the yellow mug.
It's just a racist mug.
Yep.
What's this?
I'm okay then. No, okay. Like, while I don't want to interact with it as a character, I want to make it clear that, like, it's one of those situations where racism exists. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm saying, like, oh my god, racism again. It exists, right? And the game isn't trying to be like, this is a good thing, by the way. I just don't want Kim seeing me, like, looking at the mug being like, you know, like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, that exists in the world. It's gonna exist in games. And the game isn't trying to be like, yeah, it's like, oh, isn't this a cool mug? No, it's like saying like this mug is like a really bad depiction. Yeah, it's just I don't want Kim seeing me looking at it again as well, to be honest.
It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
That's nice, I guess.
It's a metaphor for you.
Wait, so we're the toilet paper desperately clinging to... It's like we're no longer the actual ledger itself, we're the toilet paper sticking to the ledger. Desperately trying to hold on to like maybe what we have left of ourselves.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper? Sure?
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look exactly the same?
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Again, it's about your perception, I guess, as well. Like, if you perceive it, it's like glass half full.
It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
It's not, buddy.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Okay. So, and again, the reason I want to do this is because I kind of want to start as we mean to go on. And getting rid of the toilet paper does feel like it is kind of like more of a statement of like, hey, we're trying to be better at this maybe. Like, we're trying to clean up our ledger. We're not going to leave our ledger dirty. And the best way to do that maybe is to be like, if we're, we can lie to ourselves and say it's kitchen paper, right? Because that makes us feel better. And we did do that just now. It makes us feel better to be like, oh, it's kitchen paper, because then it doesn't feel like as dirty. It doesn't feel as bad. But we have to just acknowledge that like we threw our ledger away. We had a drunken haze for 3 days and damaged our hotel room. We have to face up to it, right?
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminum, enough of the clip. I guess we can run our finger, right?
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Okay. So he was lost in his own world doing his own stuff. Like, while we're inspecting this, he's actually taking his own notes. How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
So,
Mine too.
can we use your car?
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Oh, so maybe you can, like... Oh, no, it's the station number, the station's address, okay.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
So... How many years have you been on the force, he's thinking? So he's like, you haven't thought about this? You haven't tried this at all?
Okay.
He returns his note neatly.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Yeah, we'll put the ledger away for now.
Sorry sight.
We'll come back to it again as well. I just want to make sure we're getting a little bit of conversation. Again, we can look at things like intermittently. We don't have to look at everything at once. I feel like that, wouldn't be as like fun as well. What's this? Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like eggshells. Hello.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law. A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you. She's smiling. Her nose is red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Again, such a realistic thing for to happen as well, right? What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions? She's a kid, right?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little
Oh my
girl.
god. What is a book? What is a postcard? What's a board game? Yeah, we know these things.
You're fooling nobody.
We have to know. Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while.
Whoa. So as we're pondering all these thoughts, someone just looking at us as we're like, probably looking like we're off in our own world. I don't. Do we need to ask her questions right now? Because I feel like it's one of those things that like. I feel like, maybe if we need to later on, I just don't want to like involve the kids just yet. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. A book about the Border culture promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name, Jean Cos from Iguania. This book is about pate. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. The book is a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Okay. Should we try talk to the kids? Because they were the closest ones there. And maybe we could try something. Right? And especially since we only talked to one of the kids, I think it makes sense. Look, that body's still there, man.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I
And she's
think.
hissing at us as well. Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take
No,
me
we're
in.
not here to arrest you whatsoever.
She means it. The fear is
So she
real.
genuinely thinks we're going to arrest her. I just want to ask some questions. Taking her a step closer.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Go going
You're
away
not.
for
We're not going to
life.
arrest you whatsoever.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Jesus Christ. And again, this is a lack of trust in the police, understandably so. And this is something that has been built up, obviously, in their minds since they were kids. I mean, now they're kids now, but like since they were babies. Child, converse with me. You there behind the fence. Listen, child, the smell is so bad I threw up, and I was wondering. What are those words you use? Like, this is like the most appropriate thing we could say.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
And we know this already. There is a natural distrust of the police in this town from everybody. And it makes sense that that would go for the kids as well.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Look, I have questions for you.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
He's showing off, right? He's trying to show off in this moment as well. The body. What do you know about it? About the crime scene? You kids play. Oh, so let's ask this first, I guess.
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Whisper? Kim, help me out. What do we want to know? I don't have questions.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the
So
usual.
Kim is just one. I already said this. Kim believes that asking these kids questions is going to give us nothing.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp.
Jesus.
Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
And again, it's dark, right? It's so dark. It's this feeling of like that a kid can even look at a dead body and just like even talk about it this way, look at it this way, play with the dead body in this way. It's dark.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this.
We should be like this kid. Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, got it. Where did you go then? Again, I don't think this kid had anything to do with it.
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Okay, about the dead body? Wait, where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
He draws a snot up his nose.
Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what
No,
you
I
meant.
don't think you killed the guy at all. I really would like prefer if you guys just like left the scene altogether, because there's no place for kids. There's no place for anyone. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking
Talk about
suspicious
us.
to Kuno.
It's self-explanatory. He's talking about us.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
What's the name? Fagati?
You're testing Kuno's patience
Yeah,
here.
buddy.
Get lost.
Let's see. Did he? Oh, was that a? They said the F slur, but like, is that because did I click on streamer mode by accident here, or they just don't want to show a slur like that in a game? I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret
So it's
door
yours.
to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you
So
get
you
in?
set up that pig there? These kids are not well. I face shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Man, that's even more like I thought it was like some ritualistic thing, but like a kid set up that pig's head there.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Fuck at you.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He's like he almost was convinced for a second. Kuno was almost convinced for a second that maybe we could.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
I found a plate covered in powder residue. Know anything about it? Oh yeah, there was drugs. Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine. Let's ask about the pig head.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Damn it. What the hell happened to these kids? Jesus Christ, were you trying to send a message of some sort? Like, what is a demo tape? Like some kind of magician? A cool pig, and I like it. Point to this one too. Point your head. I don't think they're not going to take the self-deprecating stuff. I don't like, and again, I think it brings us to a level that we don't need to go through. Again, I am not here to judge people for their disdain for the police whatsoever, but I think if we want to start being professional, I feel like us calling ourselves pigs is probably not the right way to start.
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Kuno. These kids are in a bad way. In a bad way. We can ask about the powder residue, I guess.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Yeah, but that's not good, though, Kuno. Kuno, that's not good.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too.
No.
Wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
It's the issue is that, first of all, it's fake lightning, and it's also my water bottle fell. It's fake lightning, and it's not going to give us anything in the long run. Getting healthier is probably the best option, and then getting that energy through some food daily would be much better. What's the two with Magnusam, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you as you just pointed to the sun and asked what it was. He is like, thinks we're an idiot. He thinks we're like, we're asking these basic questions.
You could use some.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day.
Jesus, man.
You look like you could use a bottle.
Yeah, he's pointing out something that we were very aware of at this stage, is that like we do not look okay.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's going to use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify
You're
it.
not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover.
Why do you know about a
you
hangover?
Didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging. So he's like, so this kid is not only like taking some of this stuff, but also like very aware of hangovers, very aware of like hangover cures. It's just a very dark scene. It feels just like so sad to even like, and it's not shying away from how dark this is. How we have the legs of the deceased over there, right now as well, and then we have this kid who's talking about taking drugs and getting hangovers, and again, as I said, the aggression towards the police officer is not exactly the problem I have. It's how vicious and free-flowing the vicious and cruel words are flowing from this kid, right? Calling a cop a pig, I don't give a damn. You do whatever you want. That's your life. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna look down on you. Hell, there might even be some support. Because again, it's one of those things. As you said, the distrust of the police is a very normal thing. But it's one of those things where it's like it's the way he's describing it: decapitating a pig, being a cop killer, all this stuff as well at such a young age as well.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Jesus Christ. Is that my coat up there? Point your coat waving in the wind.
You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
Thanks, kid.
Whatever, piggy.
Yeah, again, we're not going to endear ourselves to these kids, it feels like. Could I get into the harbour from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps?
What?
Just got a fly, pig.
Wait, so he's throwing rocks at the dock people as well? I tried it, didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Does that allow us, to jump then? I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Again, talking himself up as well, right?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
What? It's like, this voice in her head is almost impressed with this kid as well. You refer to yourself in the third person, Kuno. Is that some kind of gang name? God, I had another question. Sounds like a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
And I got, honestly, I was trying to like do a little bit of a dig at him, but like, you know, to make him maybe feel like he wasn't as cool, you know, not trying to insult the kid, but maybe try to make the kid understand that like, hey, it's kind of silly, you know, the way you're acting. But I should have known that like, you know, if you say to a kid who is already like chopping pigs' heads off, and you go, hey, that name you have is like a dog's name, they go, yeah, cool. You know, of course he's gonna be like, yeah, cool. You're not gonna make this kid feel less cool by that.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on
Oh
you!
my god. The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm. So it's interesting as well, like, you know, like it very much feels like she is not an influence on him, because he's obviously doing his own actions as well, but like she's very much like, you know, always there to be like a safety net for his, like, not a safety net, but every time he gets like, we get even like a little bit close to talking to Kuno about something, she's like the one that's screaming to not talk about this stuff.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Ray!
Jesus. Sound gets louder as a child shouts at the window overlooking the courtyard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Yeah. Just leave.
Get out of here before the Kuno
Yeah,
beats
just the best
shit
option
out of you.
at this point is to leave.
That's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy.
Jesus,
before
dude.
Kuno fucks you.
Don't listen. Just go.
Kim was right. Kim was so right. And here's the thing as well, like, why that was so obviously so uncomfortable. Like, again, I said, I don't give a damn about the whole call them pigs. I don't care. Call them the cops pigs. I do not care. I do not care. It's the part as well, like, just how aggressive they are and how vicious they are. And it's very clearly, like, comes from, like, maybe living in a space that allows them to be more vicious, that maybe supports them to be more vicious. And we've seen that there's places all around our own places in our own world as well that does have, like, you know, maybe kids that do grow up in, like, and again, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, it's like, oh, like, you know, there was rough kids in a rough area. That's not, because, like, yeah, people can be nice no matter where they kind of grow up. But obviously, like, some people get the short end of the stick where they grow up in a space where they are taught that at all times they have to be aggressive, or they have parents that are also aggressive, so they also become aggressive. Whatever is happening in Kuno's life, he has gone to a stage where these aggressive words and these vicious and brutal actions and words flow like nothing, flow like water, and that's sad. It's so sad to see a kid like that. Maybe Sea Monster did this to the plaza. It's genuinely so sad to see them like this, honestly. No kids should be in a space where they're even like privy to being able to talk like this and or anything like that. They're clearly, like, in my view, already, in my view, victims of whatever social situation they grew up in, to be honest. And again, I hope it doesn't ever sound like I'm being like, oh, you grew up in, like, you know, an area that's not that great, so that means, like, you're gonna be bad. I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm saying that, like, clearly you judge by their actions that their parents have not been that freaking fantastic. It's not good at all.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You are, like, the first gentle voice. Apart from that little girl. That little girl over there by the bookstore was nice. You sound surprised?
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Well, we know the police get treated very... They don't like the police here, but then also the police just not being here whatsoever means that, like, it kind of makes sense why someone didn't call for the body then for, like, 4 days. You know? It's a place that probably very lawless in a lot of ways too then. I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Oh my god, having a gentle voice actually talk to us feels kind of nice. My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some? Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of the breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thank you so much for this, the gardener. Lovely art sprite again.
Of course. Where to?
I think we're fine for now. Thank you so much, though.
No problem.
She nods, blushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. Thank you so
course.
much.
I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow
Her
glow.
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Oh, Jesus, no. She hands you rubber gloves of invisible annoyance. You are the sweetest person who ever lived. That is so kind. That is so kind of you. Is there any way we can like touch the dead body now that we have the gloves? That is very, very kind of her. And again, it's so interesting as well how powerful that is in this game too. That we met Kuno and we met the other girl there. We were talking to Garrett, who still had like a bit of an aversion to us as well. A pretty aggressive version. And we're getting we only talked to a few people. We already have a very hostile feeling in this world. But talking to the lady in the wheelchair was beautiful at the start. Then we talked to the kids and we got like it feels horrible, right? It feels horrible them dressing you down. Then we talked to the gardener and it's lovely again as well. There is going to be light in this very, very warped and horrible place, you know? So there will be light here as well.
There he still is, looking right through
with
with
pneumonia
his
we
white
have...
eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Should we put on our gloves first? Because if we, like, I mean, but if we can put on gloves, is there a possibility that we can then... Would that give us a more of a spot too?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Should we try
The
it?
body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
This is endurance, so wait, if I know like this is already, I'm already reverting stuff back. If I revert this, oh, I can't, like, you know what, you can only revert it after you've done it once. Oh, so you can't revert it all, like, right away. You can't just, like, revert completely. You have to do it as you once you leave the menu, you can't do it. So if we upgrade our endurance, will we be able to do that? So maybe we level up one more time, go around and ask some more questions, level up, and then do endurance, and see if that will give us more of a... Well, let's just try it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Yeah, let's see.
There he still is, looking right through you. The ammonia only makes it worse.
Are you serious?
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much.
Oh, no.
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
It just made it smell worse.
Are you okay, officer?
Thank you so much, Kim. You feel the lieutenant pat on your back, heavy rhythmic pats.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification.
I mean, it's someone interacting with us, like, right? Like, yeah.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
That makes sense, and that's the question here again, because we have a hangover. If you have a hangover, like the smell can mean everything, you know. That's why, like, a lot of times, you know, like a fry is like the nicest thing in the world because it smells so delicious. You know, an Irish fry up, you know, sausages, beans, eggs. Can we do something else? I don't want to solve this. Something else now. Do without me. I just can't keep it down. I think this question I want to ask because I feel like it's very sad.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Wow. Talking about, I guess, the horrors that it just doesn't stop.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
There's a pause.
Not being hungover helps too.
Do without me, I just can't keep it down?
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hands and looks at you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Yeah. No,
You've
thank you, Kim.
gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. I think what's so powerful about that stuff with Kim there that I find to be so powerful is that Kim is not... I think silently does judge us sometimes. I think he silently does, because he was, you would, and you expect that from Kim, who is a very respectable man at his job here. And he has to deal with someone who is, you know, acting the way we did, and you know, hungover, hasn't done any investigation for 3 days, but he said he has dealt with worse, and he seems like he's an extremely good professional. But the pat on the back is such like a warm thing to me, because we have this feeling, in my view anyway, from this world that legitimately unfair, and again, in the most fair way possible, like, people have kind of like either see us as a joke, they see us as someone who is a police officer by default, we're already like a bad person to them. They may see us as a lost cause with a tiny bit of hope, and there is some people out there that do want us to get better. So to have all these different, like, you know, this knowledge of how people might look at us, and to have like someone who is just like a consummate professional, just being really honest with us, but then also trying to reassure us that like, hey, this is the job. It actually is more comforting than it is cold. It's interesting. It's way more comforting than it is cold. Should we go into the bookstore? Have a little chat with whatever nerd is in here? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Okay. I heard there's a nerd in here that needs talking to. Do my homework for 3 weeks. No. It's a cool location.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Oh my god.
My name is Plaisance.
This is the voice I do sometimes when I'm doing voice. I love it though.
Be welcome.
Obviously, I'm not as good, nearly.
Take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Okay.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough that you give me some money. I feel like there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. A curious pendant you're wearing. Now your eyes. So can we ask about the pendant?
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
Okay. So she clutches the pendant and narrows her eyes as well. So an anchor that you would wear will be something that you can hold on to that is like secure, that like feels normal. You know it's there. I guess it's like a soothing thing as well sometimes. Before we go on, you seem to be well enough off to give me money. I'm not going to ask that. You want to go into the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. Yeah, it does have a very penetrating voice, but I think she has a lot of personality in her voice too. I like it.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers.
No.
It doesn't work.
I don't know, but I like if I go into a bookstore and there's someone speaking like this, it's like, oh, this is a wacky bookstore and I love it. You know what I mean? The local bookstore I have, I remember like every time I would go in there to get something, the lady that worked in there was so passionate about books, but like she was like she had this notorious thing for people being like, she's a bit wild and like you never know what she's gonna say sometimes. But like she had this energy that like, you know, made the whole place feel like super passionate. You know what I mean? So like even though like it was one of those things where it's like, you know, she stopped to talk to you and it'd be the craziest conversation you ever had. It'd be like this thing where it's like, yeah, but like she cares so much about books. She loves books. So it was like one of those things where like you could trust her with like all this stuff too, you know? She's fine-tuned about so who's the little girl on the side? Let's what if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She fiddles with her pendant and waves her bony
those
finger.
Shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
So what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
This is the type of bookstore order that I feel like this is maybe like everyone has one of these bookstore orders then. Like the idea of like calling it magic and like it draws you in, right? You're going to have like a wacky conversation like that's, again, not too wacky to the point where it's like, you know, we're making fun of someone who is like, I'm saying that like has like a, like something that's wrong with their mental capacity. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're slightly quirky and wacky and you're like, oh, this person's fun. You're never going to have a fully normal conversation with them, but they have so much passion, you know? And that's what I get from Pleasance here.
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
I don't know. I get it, Pat. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just I'm judging off the who I already know. Do you even know what books are for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in
There we
most
go.
of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose.
So, I was judging it based off a preconceived notion of my local bookstore lady, and the voice that she has and the eccentric nature that she has. This is actually like probably even more interesting, which is a lady who owns a bookstore who doesn't know anything about books. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, I was definitely judging it based on just like, oh, she seems like kind of wacky and kind of quirky in a way, but no, she just literally was like telling us she didn't know anything about the books.
But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
Ah, Jesus. This character always like went from being like, oh, she's so interesting. She seems really passionate about books. She's passionate about a bookstore. She wants us to read her books. And then it goes to like, oh no, she's really interesting. She's like telling us that you actually don't learn anything from reading even novels. Shouldn't a storekeeper know about her wares? Where do you learn about important things then?
The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Farewell for now, book. She's relieved. Okay, that's, again, my preconceived notion had me judging her like right away of like, oh, my bookstore lady is a little bit quirky and a little bit, funny, and she's really sweet in that sense too, and the voice as well kind of like compelled me too. But like I find it even more interesting having a character that like doesn't like books, that like works in a bookstore, which can happen, I guess,
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
I'm not a big board game player, I'll be honest.
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Looks at the lieutenant. I don't want to think about this right now.
Then don't.
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? Oh my god. I don't feel as if I have any kids. This kid's friends, chicks, I have all those. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant thinking. Man, it is like, again, the self-deprecation that we have towards ourselves. Like, I feel like what's great about this game is that you can play this. I'm playing this character as maybe someone who's like maybe becoming a little bit self-aware and trying their best to put their foot forward now in the face of Kim. But you could play this character as like someone who just like thinks there's nothing wrong with them. You know what I mean? You could play it that way. And that's what's so interesting about this. There's options to allow your character to be like, I'm amazing.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I only have 4 real.
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
You don't like role-playing games?
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
So, what's so interesting is that, like, this was actually a thing, I believe, back in the day when it came to Dungeons and Dragons, that they believed that Dungeons and Dragons was going to cause kids to go out the streets and, like, kill people, do ritualistic things. It was stuff with demons. But, like, legitimately what's so funny is, like, I remember, like, I remember, like, you know, it was my mother who said this about Kiss, for example. The band Kiss, they said was demonic, right? Everyone said Kiss was demonic, but then you listen to the music, it's just like, I love you, baby. I think you're pretty, baby. Let's have relations, baby. And it's like, yeah, you look at them and they're like, nah. The things that people call demonic were insane, right? You know, it's so insane. It really is.
An endless variety of source books, law books, and codices litter
It's so
the
cool,
table.
though.
The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Welkin.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Anything that catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
That's so much money. I need 100 real to sleep.
Nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
Jesus. So it seems we're not going to get like some like thick information out of this just yet, it seems. But we can look at the bookstores anyway. It's like, even if we're not going to get crazy information out about this, right? I think that what's so cool is the environments are so great. Like look at this, right? Like the really kind of like what's the word I could use here? Homely. It's kind of like very unique and personality driven. It's like has like this kind of like old wood feel while still having like their own like kind of like, what's the sound? Different quirky things in the wall, whether it be like bugs and like there's like a cool section up here with like all the, yeah, it's a really cool location. And I think the interiors so far have been fantastic, and I love the painted style as well. What's this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Again, here's the thing. I could say that it's weird that she's like, again, because like the only thing I'm noticing is that like back here looks like...
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away
Yeah.
from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
It just looks like a back area, but it's the fact that like it's like they mentioned there's like a strange cage-like trinket. Like that's weird because it's normal for like any store owner to be like, hey, don't go back there, right? It's totally normal. So like it's not like it's like it looks cold and dark, but again, it could be a storage area as well. But like the cage-like trinket's what drew me in.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eyes.
Okay,
stares at you.
What's behind this curtain?
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around the pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Psychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Wait, there's something dangerous back here?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
So she said people always did. Because again, the issue for me is, right, and here's the thing. Like, I saw the curtains, I was like, oh, what's back here? But then, like, when they mentioned, like, the trinket, and the trinket's really weird, and then, like, I didn't think it's weird that she feels compelled to get us away from there, but I think that what's so interesting about the voice, right, is that you see here it's like perception and success. So, like, that's telling us exactly what we're feeling as we're seeing this girl too. But, like, also, can we really trust our mind when our mind is like, oh, you really want to go in there, you know? So it's, like, really, like, actually, like, a mentally confusing feeling in a lot of ways, right? Where it's, like, is it, like, a thing where it's, like, could there actually be something back here, or... You know? I must investigate beyond the threshold. We can say we're a police officer and say, can we investigate here?
It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her flies... Oh, wait, what?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't
Is that
allow
something?
that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Okay, now we're definitely... What are you talking about? Like, the powers? At first, I was actually just like, oh, it's a back area and we're overreacting. Now I think I'm kind of like a little bit worried about this.
You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Okay, I want to respect her privacy.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
She said it's something
Lies.
magical here.
Rip them open, we say.
You see what I mean? Like, can I trust this? You know what I mean?
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
Wait, so when this is medium success, so this is us actually like being able to see that there is something mysterious about them?
Tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I'm role-playing trying to get better right now, okay? We're trying to get better. We're doing what we want to do. While I would like to rip these apart right now in this moment here, because now she's making it sound like there's something absolutely terrifying back here. Something magical. And again, we don't know. There's like a trinket, like a little shrine trinket there as well. I'm going to ignore the curtains for now. I don't think it's fair to just open someone's curtains when we didn't give them any indication that we're... Now, later on, who knows? If I find out there's like a demon back there, we might have a little bit of a change of heart, you know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes as well. You know what I mean? It's like, she asked us not to do it. It's her location. I feel like we need to like adhere to it for now at least.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen.
Of course.
Over and over.
Storky, what's all the crime fiction? What's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
So like these can get very freaking dark then. Yeah, I personally I don't like stories with that, like with the sexual crimes. It's just I've never like seen a version of that in a movie or a TV show ever. I've ever been like, you know, that was needed. You know what I mean? It's always like very, very hard even to like think about.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
She's really trying to sell these, isn't she? Look through the display of
Crime
books.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
Yeah, we could say that, but like, we could say that about police officers, like some police officers maybe like our old partner, but like definitely not us right now. You know, definitely not us right now.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
I believe this is true, right? Because sometimes a dead end can last like 20 years. Like you see this, like sometimes they'll find new evidence like 20 years later. Like it can happen.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
And now, like, obviously we talked about maybe the idea of an ex-lover, maybe something ex-love as we talked about at the start of this game, something that made our character this way. Is it a thing as well, like maybe like, you know, we talk about the toll that this can have on your mind already, you know?
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard.
Not the orchard.
The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen.
So these are all the titles?
An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Is that a lie too? Yeah, we're fine with that now.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Good old Dick Mullen. The man himself. A quaint book brochure, very colorful. Yeah, I love these interior environments so much. They're so like a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Storky, anything of note on the shelf?
I would say the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
So, who or what is an innocence? Great, I don't need to know anymore.
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So she's definitely about like ascending to a higher thought, you know, like kind of like a spirit in a spiritual sense in a lot of ways, like a higher frame of being, you know. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
I do think history is important,
like you should
but
get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
wait, so this is something we might need later? Yeah, we've explored a lot of the store as well, also too. I love even like the mat as like a little bit up in the corner as well. It's so realistic also at the same time too. What is this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Is it what's the purpose of reading these maps
The
then?
north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. It's so... No, Coal City is worse. No, this is somewhere to be.
Okay, so we've talked to the bookstore lady. We nearly broke into her back area of the bookstore. I love the environments, once again. Love the bookstore, love the worn out wood, love the gorgeous like way that they make everything feel so personal, so cool. It's really cool. It'd be cool if we could like see what time they showed up. Maybe we can ask Gart exactly what time these guys will show up at.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Yeah, that's fine. So should we try do that jump again? Like to try and jump into the docks themselves, or should we like go down and walk some other places as well? Like there's other characters here, like, you know?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer.
Okay.
Feel like a traveler.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
He finishes and turns to you. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards a sprawl of lorries with sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages.
What?
Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating.
Oh.
All around clusterfuck.
And we had union conversations. Now we have workers on strikes. We have scabs who are people that cross the picket line. We're going to get into some serious stuff here when it comes to workers' rights, aren't we?
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
He glances south down the road upon Limbo, huh? So that's where I am. How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you just said. Could you say it again? Only less plotting. No, look, like it's fine. Look, it's fine. I get what he was trying to say. He's been here for a while. It feels like he's been here for so long. The metal, the fumes, the car itself has become a part of like his almost like a friend.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
A week. And strikes are important. That's the thing.
Laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
Yeah, because it's gonna be freaking awful, man. Of course, it's awful to like be stuck in one place for a week when you're trying to deliver stuff. Of course.
So tell me, what do you need?
Can you spare some change for working stiff? Tell me more about this strike, please.
Like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
No, I agree. So what they're saying is that they want like maybe better equipment, and also they want to stake in the company since they're putting their own work into the company as well. Which is for a lot of companies that would be like a massive ask, but it depends on the company as well. But the workers getting a company, is the ideal situation because they are doing the most work. You know what I mean? You can take a CEO out and put another CEO in, and yes, the bottom line could change, but the workforce on the day is the one who's going to still be doing the work.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too, like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up, precise demands and so on.
Okay.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
So what's the union demanding? What do you think the company wants? So that's interesting. We're learning about like what the workers want, which again, like workers' rights are important, really, really important. It's holding up the entire town here, but then that's like strikes are supposed to inconvenience. They're supposed to be something that makes people aware and calls attention to it. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
I mean, that makes sense.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid.
He smiles awkwardly.
Not that I blame him, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon and glints something in his eyes. So he's not really about that life anymore. And I guess, like, a lot of I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not clear. It's not self-restraint, I guess, to like, well, it is kind of as well. Like, I think you should you should reward yourself for maybe like, not, feeling compelled, I'll stay in this week. It's like, oh, that's a nice thing for you, right? Again, but it's like, we're not judging anyone else who likes to drink or anything like that too as well. But like, it's like, if this is the life you want to lead, that's better for you, right?
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Interesting answer. Because from this perspective, then, what he's saying is... It's interesting because, like, in the cold, hard words, he's saying that, like, this thought that he's had here about the sea of lorries... being stranded here, the psychological implications, he's wondering how have more people not ended their own lives.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Time to arrest him.
Wicked, I've always wanted, okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
That's your machine behind you? Could you get one of those Fallon tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
I understand.
The bosses won't be happy.
I understand.
This rockin' beauty, Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Not really. I just asked because I don't know. I don't know. Must be a cop reflex.
Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
He seems like very introspective.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool.
Yeah.
He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Yeah, I can get that, and especially like the idea of the way he describes it, like, you know, the sad chauffeurs and the sea of lorries. I think that would make you think about your life when you see like a bunch of people doing the exact type of thing that you're doing, and now you have to sit here and just think about what you're doing here as well. And of course, it's the idea that your job that you have to think about now is being locked away by a company owner who refuses to give a bunch of other workers what they're asking for. So there is like this maybe like feeling of like maybe solidarity, but also like you're forced to think. You're forced to think about all these things, and you are now no longer just driving by yourself. You're looking at everyone else and their emotions, how they're feeling about their lorry driving job. It will make you think about your own place in life, right?
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What do you see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't go too far.
Oh, God.
This seems like a personal matter.
What's troubling you?
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorriman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
So singing the song isn't soothing you?
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn. It really is hard to talk, man to man.
I mean, to open up especially, right, and especially if you've been doing this job for so long, to truly like understand your emotions is one thing, but then to express them can be very hard too, because then it almost like solidifies them when you speak them into the air.
Don't be a stranger.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it solidifies them once you talk about them as well. Yeah, guys, I know that like we're making very slow progress here, but I feel like that's the point of this game. We're like doing different conversations, having, you know, different kind of like, can I get these like tutorials off? You can. Great. These different conversations and stuff, and it actually is like, to me, like really like immersive and interesting to talk to these people. These people feel like real people, and that's what's so great as well. But I think that's what's going to happen. I feel like there's going to be probably some times where we're going to get a lot done and sometimes where we're not going to get much done. But right now it's only, I think, like what? Not even 12 o'clock. We actually are getting quite a bit done, like by, you know, time standards, I suppose. But yeah, like I once again, I find this to be an interesting time. So really, I feel like we're learning a bit about this town, and obviously like it's going to take some time to grasp on this situation, but like what we're learning now is that there is like a union here in this place, right? We talked about the union. They're aggressive, they're loud, but maybe sometimes that's what you kind of need when you have a union, people that are loud and aggressive. What's also interesting is that we're relating this idea to the workers in the dock as well. The last time we heard about the workers as well was the workers and their footprints near the body, right? And while you can just say that they were like, you know, crowding around the back of a hostel, like what other need would there be to be there unless you're like Kuno, you know, who apparently needs to be everywhere. Is there something related to the workers with that as well? Like, is there going to be like something like maybe like we can talk to the union guys and they know something about it? Because they did allude to that too, that then union guys would be able to talk. They're loud people talk. So maybe at least they saw something. Because someone did change the clothes and put them in the, take off the clothes of this guy and put him into the bin. I'm not saying that is like any workers, but I'm saying that like the only leads we have right now are that the union guys could talk to us in a loud way, if they maybe could. And there was footprints from workers, right? That's all we have. That's all we have right now. And so maybe the union workers can tell us something about like maybe like the body, if there were, because again, there's so many footprints out there that are still there, that haven't been destroyed, even though there's been rain going by. If they were there for a long time, they would eventually just disappear, right? So we'll see maybe where that goes with that as well. We're also learning about the conditions of this place, right? And we can learn that through many things, right? There is like a quaint hideaway from all the craziness in the bookshop, right? Where there is like this very quaint and beautiful bookshop. And it's kind of like a really beautiful environment and all these things. Well, even though like she has some weird feelings about like magic or like some type of like cosmic things. She's talking about like greater knowledge and all this stuff too. And you see even like, you know, behind the yellow curtain, it's not a situation where like she's hiding a crime. It's more of a situation where like behind the yellow curtain, she's hiding a powerful force in her mind that she believes she's trying to protect us. That's why it's like, yeah, it's quaint, but there's still something slightly off about this lady in this place, right? But it's still a great location, a great interior location. From Kuno, we understand very succinctly, in a very dark way, obviously, that the cops are not only like not liked here by many, not everybody, well, in fairness, though, the lorry driver and like, you know, the lady in the wheelchair is really nice, but the lorry driver's not even from here, right? The gardener was lovely. Garrett isn't that bad, but there is like a little bit of a low murmur disdain no matter what, and that obviously has brought towards from the kids. The kids also hate us too. The kids are not only hateful towards us, they are just not in a good place, and it makes me kind of sick thinking about it. Just the way that they phrased their words, what they were saying to us, the horrible stuff they were saying to us. It makes it just feel like really, it makes your skin crawl, because whilst they're shouting really bad obscenities and they're saying some really horrible stuff, and they're saying stuff like, you know, they're gonna, you know, do this to the pigs, and they do this, and they're pig killers, and they F the pigs and all this stuff too. It is 100% natural to like wince and be like, that is disgusting, you're horrible. But then it's also, I feel like, something that we should also understand, that it's also the fact that like these are kids, and it's not right that they're even in the position that they got to the stage, that they're able to throw a rock at a dead body. But that seems to be the environment that we appear to be in here so far, which is like the fact that this is just not something that people stop, is this kid's throwing rocks at the body, right? There is like a kind of a dinginess to this whole town after the revolutionary stuff. And you know what's so interesting as well? Like, it's like, it really feels like there's an air in this town of like, especially with the idea of no cops being here. Because yeah, I'm not saying the cops like solve everything, but like they're trying to send a message like, hey, there's not many cops here all the time. There's kids throwing rocks at a freaking wall here. There's a full-on blockade here of lorries because there's a strike going on. It makes it feel like there is like kind of a lawless feeling to this town, and whilst we are police officers who've been dropped into this town, it still feels like we don't have like a authority here, because this place has been without an authority for so long. And I want to make it clear here, I'm not saying the police officers should come in and be like, hey, stop that strike, whack whack. That's wrong. That's wrong. But I'm saying that, like, just like with the mug, right, where it's like, we have to acknowledge the very real life things that would happen. A lot of times with strikes like this, after a while, the police would come in, and again, I don't agree with this, and be like, hey, get out of here or whatever, or you got to move or whatever. It's like, it's not good, but I'm saying that it's once again shows that there is like kind of a self-governance here in a lot of ways, where it's like maybe even like a thing where like, you know, to get something done, they need to do this like blockade. Again, that happens a lot with strikes, that they, you know, they have to do something to disrupt things to make sure people get their message across. But it appears to be like not only just with that, you know what I mean, with this company that like won't give, you know, these demands to these workers, and these workers are asking for half the company. As you said, the kids throwing the rocks at the wall, the gardener or the body, the gardener telling us that the police don't show up here that often. The Garrett telling us outright that people don't like police officers here, and the lady telling us that police officers don't like it. People don't like police officers here. The fact that the whole place hasn't been renovated or funded, there's still just broken down walls, roads, everything. It does feel like this is almost like an isolated part of the universe that, like, you know, we like that doesn't even feel like real sometimes. You know, it feels like a whole separate place that has real grounded things, right? Because I'm not trying to say like, you know, these kids acting this way is something that's unrealistic. I think that there are probably like, you know, I mean, we heard stories like through our lives of like, you know, sadistic kids that grew up because it's sadistic because of the way that their parents raised them. They have no problem throwing rocks at like an animal or something like that. You know what I mean? That happens. It's very realistic and grounded. And it's also, I appreciate the realism in this game as well. The fact that like there are people surrounding this area who aren't just like, because I think, again, we're not going to insult people for not liking the police, but they would have like, you know, come to us and been like, you know, if every character was like, piss off, copper, you know, piss off right now. Like, you'd be like, okay, they don't like us. But having like a few characters like the lady in the wheelchair being very kind, the gardener being very gentle and kind with us, having the lady in the bookstore kind of being very neutral with us, and then having the guy at the lorry being also very kind of like, you know, whatever, because he's not from here, but you know what I mean. Then having Gart being like a little bit aggressive towards us, but then kind of being like, I want to be cooperative in some ways, and then having the kids call us pigs and all this stuff as well. Like, what you have here is yes, this is a place that it does feel like somewhat hostile, but it's also very grounded in the sense that like not everyone is just like here to like be hateful towards you. There's people here that just want to see like maybe this be solved, or they understand that like, you know, we have a job here to do or whatever. And as I said, Garrett's dislike of just us is very justified. But yeah, it's also interesting that this place was like a site of a revolution, and then we also have a union happening and a strike happening. I think it doesn't seem like they're doing it by accident, right? To have this place be like a site of a former revolution, and then also have it be a thing where it's like there's a strike going on, which is a form of a revolution as well against the company also. That to me like is definitely intentional, right? It has to be intentional. This idea that it's trying to show us that maybe you're trying to bring up the feelings of the idea of like a revolution, and that this town maybe is like, you know, famous for that idea of that rebellious spirit or that revolutionary spirit, and maybe that strike is kind of trying to call upon those feelings as well. Because again, like it's their demands are high, but it's very clear that they probably thought this out as well, you know. Now, is this a situation where we're going to meet the union guys and like we're not going to, maybe there's something about it when it's like, oh, you guys like are this, you guys are that. Of course, we have to learn their personalities and all that too, but I am very excited to actually talk to them and meet them and all this stuff as well. I think it's going to be a very interesting thing also at the same time too. Yeah, it's one of those things where this game is going to be like, I think, a slow burn. We're talking to people, we're conversing with people. It's a very interesting way of doing things where like, it's not about all the time of like people are going to give you information. It's small talk. These characters will talk to you about the work they have, how they feel about the strike that's going on, how they feel about the books that are in their store. Kuno like has a personality that again is so aggressive, but you can see the kid like and I don't want to say charm, but like the kid like nature of them when we called them the dog and they got excited because they're like, oh, someone gets it. You can see there's still like kids there. That's still a kid. You know, when we complimented them their name and called them a dog and you get it and all this stuff too, they were like, yeah. And they were very excited before, like, obviously, like, the other one stepped in with their hissing as well. And that to me is always depressing as well. Again, the game's very grounded and very natural and very real. It feels like we're exploring a real place. It feels like we're in a pocket dimension, but it's a real place. Does that make sense? It feels like we're in a pocket dimension, but it's like a real place as well. And also, like, yeah, they're already calling on the fact of, like, you know, as I said, strikes, revolutions, they're already talked about the idea of like a union. That's probably going to be a central point as well. The idea of a union being a mission here where we have to talk to them. And then also a lorry driver who talks about like, you know, how he's very surprised that more people haven't died yet. Again, calling on the idea of like maybe the mundane nature of like how day-to-day life is for like workers like this as well. It's a very interesting like setup so far and a very interesting location too. The relation between Kim and our character so far is very subtle. We don't know much about him yet. We don't know much about each other yet. We don't know much about the dynamic yet, but we do know that I feel like my estimation of their relationship is Kim judges us and thinks less of us, but he also wants us to succeed and also is very fair, right? I think he does look at us sometimes and goes, oh, Jesus Christ, who am I with? But I think also at the same time too, he also turns to us and goes like, pats us on the back. He's very real with us. And as I said, because like we are in a very horrible state, we can't remember our job, our name, we lost our badge, all these things. Because of all those things, we lost our jacket, we lost everything. Because of everything that happened there as well. Having someone who's being a little bit more forceful with us, but not being aggressive, but being very real with us. This is your job. You will have to do this. It is normal that you feel sick, but you have to do this. Everyone has to do this. I would even like the him like warning us about how asking these kids questions probably won't lead to anything. That's still like, it was a comforting aspect because afterwards I was like, oh, he was right. Like, but we made a mistake, and it's fun to make a mistake too because then it makes us feel like we're a real person as well. We made a mistake. We didn't listen to Kim. We said we still asked those questions, but Kim is in the background. We're like, okay, I can trust this guy. He's steering me right so far. He's being honest with me so far. The description at the start was he would take a bullet for us, not because he thinks we're amazing, but because he truly believes in the job that he's doing here as well. And that's a strong thing as well. But yeah, I like the dynamic so far, and I think it's very, very interesting. Guys, this is definitely a slow burn. It's definitely a slow burn. I'm still seeing how people like it. What's going to happen is, again, I'm going to play one more episode. So there will be one more episode for sure. and we'll see how people liked it, if people enjoyed it, if people didn't enjoy it or did enjoy it, and we'll go from there as well. But I'm having a good time as well. Tell me what you think about the streamer mode as well. If it's a long enough game, I think that'll maybe like, it might be better to turn it on if it doesn't impede things, but we'll see how it goes as well, because I usually like keeping the music on as well. But guys, if you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon, and that is for €1 or whatever's in your currency as well. And that is, if there are 12 videos a month of Disco Elysium, 10 of those videos will be early. Every 2 weeks on the Rome Reacts week, the Tuesday video is not early. I just have to let people know that as well. That is the way things go. It's just the way things go because of Rome Reacts. If you want to see your name go by in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is for every single video, and that's the €10 tier, the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier, and that will have your name in the credits of every single video in text form. And if you want to hear your name be read out every single video, that is the €15 tier, the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsta tier. That's the highest tier on Patreon and YouTube members. First, I want to say thank you to the patrons, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Assassin, True Beta Butter, Peter Chelson, Leon, High Casparian, Neo Sharite, Leah 200, Malcolm Hunday, Axler21, and the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. See you guys soon. Bye bye.